Uhú, juhú, hello, hello. Egy hangot nézünk, ha minden igaz. Uhú, juhú, hello, hello. Jó, jó, van hang. Még egy-két másodpercet kérek, közben visszalépek a gémbe. Lini mutatunk nekünk egy cicás bűvész trükköt. Csak hogy fix, hogy jól működnek a live, nem fog akadni. Jó van, Lini még segít benne. Hát nem most volt livestream, az az igazság. Úgy látom, nem is akad.
This is no time for distractions.
Jó, értem, Lini, értem.
You have a great magician standing right here.
Jó,
You don't want to miss
megyünk,
the
megyünk,
best
megyünk.
part, do you?
Megyünk, Lini, ne haragd le a fejem. Please. Lettem feletre. Hát folytassuk ott a sztorit, ahol abba hagytuk. Hát, legalábbis nem livestreamben, mert az úgy akadott, hogy azt le kellett törölni sajnos. Ez érdekes, nekem azt hiszem, hogy laggol. De nem laggol. Megkezdés csatlakozás. És nem tudom eldönteni, hogy tölt, vagy nem tölt. A nettel elvileg nincs problémám. Hát ott fog kezdődni. Most nem tudom, Wanderert kéne hozni majd, vagy... Akad a livestream, vagy nem? Jó. Elvileg most minden fasza. Majd kiderül. Aha, jó.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day. We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede. Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now.
Negyedik fejezet, ugye, negyedik izével az ötödik fejezet, hát akkor kezdődjön. És azon gondolkodok, hogy vagy maradni kéne a Wanderelnél, vagy át kéne váltani a Jakára. Pláne majd, ha bosszozunk. Hát igazából a reakció miatt. Hát, csak váltak inkább egy Jakát, most ilyen Ajaka hangulatom van. A játék is... Van gyerek. Van gyerekek. Lássuk csak. Ez jelen. Itt van konszultójaka. Mondom, konszultójaka.
A pleasure to be working with you.
Ja. Az van az internettel, nem baj. Tartunk egy kis HP-t. Nem úgy nettel megyünk, mert most jön még nem. Kisebb mini lagok vannak. Hát azért, mert most frissítettem le a játékot, és most léptem be először. Majd kiderül. Szevasz.
Please sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Mirapede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and... Huh?
What's happening?
Megint, most meg kis törik a válna.
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Már egyből ilyen actionnek kezdjük az egészet, amikor arra kíváncsi lennék. Mert ugye most megjelent egy nagy cetbálna, cságybálna, én már így hívom, mint új heti boss. Kíváncsi leszek, itt mi lesz a vége. Na? Na? A rendőr bácsi akar velünk beszélni, vagy beszélnünk kell a rendőr bácsival?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor.
Neki még mindig nem
Seems it
csinálta
came
meg
from
a
the surface.
feszlányát.
Over the years of surfing as the warden here, I've developed a
Majd
sense
egyszer.
for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
Monsieur Neuvillette.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two.
Oh,
leaving
cukor.
now? That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice. Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
Oh.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Most 10 milyen sejbe rúgós
you
babkancsa
actually
van.
agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too? Yeah, don't worry. We'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Marathon is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Nervlet was the one who asked us to come here,
Jó, hát akkor
we
itt nincs
should
nem több
probably
dolgunk.
go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Marmonia. You're going to see Monsieur Nervillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
De ha annyira kell, nem rá, tessék, itt van. Neki még meg is van a fegyvere.
If you're concerned about things at the Palais, why don't you take some time to go up and check things out? I believe you should still have some vacation time to spend.
Thank you for being so understanding. It means a lot. It's been some time since I've gone to the surface. I must say that I've started to miss it a little.
Oké. Bye bye. Akartam váltani Wandererre, de rájöttem, hogy nincs hát. Bossra leszek nagyon kíváncsi, most attól fel, hogy beadja rögtön az elején. A Wanderer nincs annyira kifejlesztve, pedig az már régebb óta megvan kb. Mint Lini meg Megület. De nekik valamiért jobban ki van fejlesztve. Laggol a stream olykor, vagy csak nálam bugzik? Megvárom, míg betölt, utána megnézem. Míg betöltődik egy kicsit itt a... Jó, de ha minden igaz, akkor a stream nem kell, hogy akadjon. Nem akad, mert lekövette. Jó. Miért nem ide teleportáltam egyből? Jó. Józsi hülye, ezt már megszoktam. Bocsánat. Nem kulturális, de kicsúszott. Jó van hang is. Én és most töltőképernyőn jöjjön. Most lett újra telepítve a Genshin.
There's a pleasant breeze and glorious sunshine. So, where shall we go for a walk? A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their...
Igazából csak most random meg akarom nézni, hogy... Szerintetek is hasonlít egy ilyen Fontaine-ire? Ez a ajakkajához, mint Fontaine lenne. Mindegy, csak érdekes, hogy azt nézem, hogy most kinek is egy mosni van a hátán, meg ajakának is. Hát jó. Érdekes. Na, én itt hamar van töltés. Ha nem dobja vissza. Most váltok kérem. Mr. Bűvész
The
cilinderre.
Palais Harmonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at
Növülét.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look at this report? I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourself in.
Olyan cuki. Nem tudom még mindig mi ez, de olyan cuki. Hogy már egyszer elmondták, hogy
Everyone's
mit.
so
De olyan
busy.
cukik.
Seems a lot has been happening.
Nem lehet a típotba betenni?
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please have a seat.
Reincarnate Hydro
If
Dragon.
you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well then.
Let's take a break
Yeah,
over
boy,
there while
Popo.
we wait for him to finish his work.
Mi a baj?
All right. I should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ó,
Today should be the day you were released from the fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right. And we came here to see you right away.
A massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tivat. Therefore, we can only assume that child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
nem kéne erről beszélni, Saj, de ha már vizsonyira
Wow.
adtuk.
And is he okay?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes, what is it?
Oh, right. Paimon felt it too. We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
Kíváncsi
It
vagyok, mi
turns out
lesz.
that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no. What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling
Ladyvel
about the
lassan
whole
kéne
phenomenon.
beszélnünk.
If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Nadia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her.
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I've finished things here.
Igenis, uram.
There's no time to lose. Let's get going.
Please be careful.
Merre? Let's go! Érdekes. Lassan betölt. Lassan. De biztosan. Lehet mondani, hogy castingbe tölt be. Casting, jól mondtam? Hát remélem. Hát igen, ez videóban lenne, akkor ezt most ki tudnám vágni, de nem, azt nem szoroz, szerintem. Ha valaki visszanézi, az meg át tudja tekerni. Na, már nincs sok hátra. Mondtam én, hogy Cassimbe tölt. Azért tölt ilyen sokáig.
Oh no! What happened here?
Valami elmosott mindent. Mondom, itt bunyózni kell.
Nadia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... By no means we need to check on her.
Jó, már azt hittem vissza kell menni Citybe.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What do you do now?
Look, there's someone on the
Bocsánat,
roof.
elmértek.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right, just hurry.
Ez Mahida. Mahida? Igen, itt van a Dendro alkalom, hogy nem.
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own?
Oh,
My Desiree.
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened?
ne!
It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Szegények. Fussunk. Jó, fut rendesen. Jó.
It's Navia. She's
Navia.
here. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
Nem lenne egyszerű felmenni és megkérdezni, muszáj oda ordibálni?
You're here.
Erről kérdeztem.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Oh.
Demoiselle, there was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
Ő egy jó ember.
All right. You'll be in charge.
Napi egy nagyon jó ember. Hogy aggódik értük. Oh.
I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed.
Hát kezd erős, ez kemény a sztori.
I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this.
Ez valóság volt, ott
You don't
van.
know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Oh.
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
I'll be right there.
Meg kell valakit várni, szóval hogy megyünk.
I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Lesz meg a szinkronunk karakterünknek, vagy nem? Az előző eventben volt egy kis.
The wounded are being tended to, and we
Most
finished the
kíváncsi vagyok, hogy
preliminary
most
intel.
lesz-e.
More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters.
Próbálom kommentálni, de...
We should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina Sula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
I understand.
Thank you.
Kaptunk így achievementet. Na jó. Nem. Nem party set.
What do you want from me?
Az, hogy gyere dolgozni.
The wind rises.
Túl kényelmes megoldás. ...146 méterre van, jó azért, mert már nem fogok kiteleportálni.
Swarm Fury.
Jó, de nem kétszer egyszerű minden. Madár. Látjátok, már kinn is vagyunk.
The wind rises.
A sírokhoz vagyunk. A síroknál vagyunk.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Hyman doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia?
Oh.
Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just...
Ilyenkor mindenhol...
Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again.
De ilyenkor a Trevor ne megy oda, és akkor így ölelti át, hogy valami. Nem tudom, ilyen emberi reakció.
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still... I was the one who initiated
Hogy csak én vagyok ilyen hülye, hogy átérsz egy karaktert
evacuate
ennyire
the
is.
residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests.
Oh.
But as for Malus and Silver, they're just gone. I just can't.
Everything looks so clean after it rains.
Bútor emlékszik, a víz.
I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the
De
cemetery is the
mademoiselle,
home of those who
c'est
have
une
passed and
boulette.
gone.
The
Everyone
lady
ends up being a
Farina.
sooner or later, no matter who you
Farina?
Buying yourself a plot and a dance, are you?
are. No need yet.
Bocsánat, de ez most...
But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus.
Tudom, hogy
Demoiselle.
szól a sztori, de...
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
Oh.
I'd always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Luce and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Itt vagyunk veled.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obana, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Farina, Daisy Ray, Juanville, Julianne,
Mennyien meghaltak.
Hassan, as well as Malus and Silver. So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon.
Oh,
What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Úristen, itt a fatui!
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been
Esküszöm, ő egy
evacuated,
normális
and we're
fatui.
preparing to relocate them to higher ground.
A dottere után ez
As for the
meglepett.
supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
Értem, hogy a fatui gonosz, de ő normális.
Right, Miss Navia.
Ő azt hitt az egyetlen normális királyig
I
van.
would call this a coincidental encounter. That doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my
Lehet,
mind
hogy
that a
kiderül ő is
Fatui
egy
harbinger
rohadék,
would
mint
come looking for me.
Child átvert minket, de akkor is ő ideig
Thanks to
normális.
the knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments.
Lehet, hogy ő okozza, de ő akkor is normális.
That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand.
Az érzés, amikor előbb tudok egy Fatuival, hogy mondjam ezt, jobban érezni meg együtt, mint egy Arkonnal.
My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been
Szimpatizálok, hogy így mondom.
and taking head counts in various locations.
Gyanús,
I hear that they've
lehet,
also
hogy ők
prepared a
okozták,
large amount
de
of
akkor
emergency
is.
supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to.
Kíváncsi
It is
vagyok, mikor
simply
lehet
the
rá
way
ma
of
is.
powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that.
Hogy
As
ez vicces,
such,
hogy őt
do not
Fontaine-re
be
hívják,
troubled by
Liné.
this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
A mezei Fatuinak
There would have
hívják.
been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could.
Aw.
As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person, and they weren't the price paid for other salvation.
Tudom, hogy ez egy szomorú jelenet, de már nagyon kíváncsi vagyok, hogy mi az új heti boss.
I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable.
Bocsánat.
They really did become
Én hibám.
heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia.
Aw. Nem tudom, hogy ez miért ilyen megható, de megható.
Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention.
Gyanús csaj.
By the
Nagyon.
way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Nincs nálunk.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right.
Gnózis nincs nálunk. Nem tudjuk, hol a gnózis, te se tudod, keressük meg együtt.
That is a clever and
Megjött a
useful
pofázó.
conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea. Previously, it was the fortress of Maripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals. Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times and seem to be worth
Az a baj, hogy ő se
investigating.
tudom most kategorizni a családot, hogy
Judging by the data
egy csajt azt mondja meg erről, hogy nem jó ember, viszont vele az ember tud
The
azonosulni.
situation is becoming more urgent.
Dotaréval nem mert egy rohadék.
Information will prove extremely precious.
Szenyorának, ugye meg Skarának volt szomorú sztoria, viszont ő a név egyáltalán ilyen penge, hogy mondjam ezt, empatikus. Látszik benne, hogy ember.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist effectively.
Igen, ő a fater.
Linny told me that outside of the house, The person they trust most is you. Which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family. But Linny, Lynette, and Fremini said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kind of happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely shared with you.
Got it. So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right?
Érdekes.
We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to
Jó,
rest.
akarok találkozni Linettel.
Well,
Vagy Linivel.
I'm sad,
Most.
yes.
Rögtön.
But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Oh.
Since you put it
Nem
that
én
way, I have
szinkronja.
no objections. What do you say, traveler?
Mehetünk.
All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on.
Jaj, ne, csak a végén nehogy mi szabadítsuk ki azt a cedbánát. Szép. Össze kell menni. Jó, de nem használom a gyorsítozót, mert... Mert most nem. Csinálhatunk egy partit gyorsan. Van egy speedrun teamem. Olyan gyorsan lecseréljük. Majd ha odaértünk, kicserélem. Vagy visszasérem nevületre. De most valamilyen nagyon szakad a betöltés is, meg ezek is, akkor... Hát jó, 107-es pingem van, szóval... Annyira azért nem meglepő, de na. Tessék speedrunból, de meg is lett. Akkor most visszacserélem növületre, azért mert... Ha harcra kerül a sor, azért a növület... Hát szép sebzést tud kiosztani, felfejlesztettem.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Ooh, talk about old.
Na, majd itt kell akkor váltanunk egy olyakát, mert ez egy izének tűnik nekem, egy dungeonnek.
Just be careful.
Aha. Aha, ez egy dungeon lesz. Köszönöm szépen. Akkor egy gyereket váltunk egy olyakára.
Kamisato Ayaka, present.
Thank you, milady. Start. Erre most azért aztán kíváncsi leszek, hogy hogyan lesz mi. Na? Ilyen is rég volt, mert ugye a fő küldetésben ez dungeon. Nem itt lesz. Nem hiszem, hogy most lesz boss fight rögtön az elején. Azt szerintem inkább a quest vége fele lesz, vagy a következő fejezetben. Ha lesz több fejezet. Azt hiszem, hogy de is ennyi volt a fejezetek. Behozzák az arpont, utána ilyen kisebb vesztek, nem folytatódik az új területtel, hanem itt lesznek. Lotty. Na, ott is mondok rögtön a...
Bow your head.
Whirling snow!
Jó, hát ez meg volt.
Mind the side effects.
Jó, hát ez hamar meg lett. Közben nézem, nem hagyunk-e valahol ládát.
What? The floor here isn't safe!
Jókor szól, stage pie van. Oh, itt egy láda.
My apologies!
Jó, csak víz van ott. És cutscene. Cutscene.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot
Ez az,
of
ami el fog nyelni mindent Fontaine-be.
a Fontaine would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Right. You can't
Ja,
get down
te így sétsz vissza, mi majd elintézni, jó?
Then it won't be any help for you to just
Velünk
stay
van
here.
Hydro Dragon, Kamisato hercegnő Ayaka, bűvész Lini, meg egy kurva OP healer Baizhu.
Useless. It's just that
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you. That complicates things.
De akkor ő hogy jött
The
át?
only way left is forward.
in that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So staying here wouldn't be safe either.
De nem kellett volna
I'll go together
szólni
with
például a növőetnek,
Perhaps we'll find the
vagy
exit just up
Prézlinek,
ahead.
már így hívó.
All right.
Rántott
Go with
húskétűnek,
us for
hogy...
now then, but please be careful.
Nem szabadna beleesni, mi? Hát végig is kellett volna, drága...
Oh no, it's a dead end. Let's try climbing over from the side.
Lehet mégis kellett volna egy wanderer. Gyerünk, papi. Hát de akkor az nagy csalás lenne, nem? De. Hát menjünk körbe.
The doctor will see you.
Itt vagyunk, már ezt is felszedem. Open the door. És oda kéne jutni, jó, hát menjünk. Miért ment ennyire össze a kép? Ezt tudja, hogy le fog esni. Tudtam, hogy le fog esni. Rán. Tudja, hogy le fog esni. Tudja, le fog esni. Nem kapja el. Van hangja! No. Ősleves. Navia. Boss fight jön. Boss fight jön. Mondta, hogy nem esett be a nagy őslevesbe. Úgy látszik, itt bunyó lesz. Kíváncsi leszek. Gyerünk, tölts már. Gyerekek. Ki ez? Kiderül, hogy emögött a izémért, hogy elöntik a Fontaine-t az Abysszel. Nem is Fontaine, vagy a Fontaine. A Fatui, hanem az Abyss-t. Ezt megjelenik a tesónk. Bár róla nagyon rég hallottunk. De ha minden igaz, akkor az Abyss-nak az ilyen katonái meg fognak jelenni a heti bossnál. Valami ilyesmit láttam az élőben. Na, majd kiderül. Tonight. Cooking, private missing something. Skira. Jó, hát mégis van kajánk is, most főztem egy ilyen csomó ataknövelőt. De egyelőre nem kell. Mondjuk Mastersba se oldottam még fel ezt a kajás cuccont. Mondjuk van már városban ami kb. Insta hír, szóval. Ja. Úristen, megy a sztori. Mi ez a zene?
Demoiselle.
Vízbe?
Mademoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Oh, was I sleeping?
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot.
Érdekes.
It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap today yet. Have I? This is a familiar feeling, yet something
Ébresztő.
strange.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yes. I remember now.
Oh?
Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good
Be
to see
vagyunk
all of you.
szívva, hogy mi az, atya, vízbe estünk, hogy
How have you
ilyen
been?
elmosó kép van.
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were
Hogy
looking
most a
for.
legmélyebb vágyait akarja így a
Guarantor for that
víz élni? Hogy mondjam, ezt beteljesíteni, vagy ez egy
They were knocking at my
visszaemlékezés?
door day and night. Even my neighbor Obina was getting fed up with them.
Mondom, kíváncsi vagyok.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom. I don't know what we would have done without your help.
Kicsit
So this
kattingatok
is a
már,
little
hogy
token of our
azért
appreciation.
haladjunk.
Did you cultivate them yourself?
Nem akartam
Thank
elkattintani,
you
de már...
so much. I'll certainly take them. Balloons, we do still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett's flowers.
Very well.
Wait, something seems to be off here.
Na, ez az, ugye ébresztő.
Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct? That's right. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing.
Csak leesik neki valahogy. Most visszaemlékezés, álom,
I must
vagy
have heard it when I was
mi?
discussing things with your husband previously.
Leesett a őslevesbe.
I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go?
We must mind the time, demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? We do? Like what?
Well, now, did you forget?
Na mi
Miss
lesz?
Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please come to the opera house. Your trial is about to begin. My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the opera house?
Kiderül, hogy az apja még
Yes,
él.
she's right, demoiselle. It's just about time now, so
Tippelek, nem biztos, hogy így van.
All right then.
Lehet hülyeséget mondok, de már nem tudom. Kíváncsi vagyok. Áú. Áú. Kíváncsi vagyok, mi lesz most már. Cryo damage and then psychical reset. Cryo és psychical az ilyen jó párosítás. Mondjuk a Mikát nézzük, és például egy Razort, vagy egy Gyulatémhez, akkor stimmel. Na, 1 perc múlva 8. Mondjuk nem az operaházban leszünk, hanem most már felébredünk. Kíváncsi vagyok, hogy ez mi. Ez flashback volt? Álom? Vagy ez a valóság? Nem kell leszpoilerezni, aki tudja. Ugye kiderül úgyis. Jó, az operaházban vagyunk, mert hallom az operát.
Look, it's Navia! She's here!
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly...
Ahhoz képest, hogy a Arkon elérhető most a bannerben, nagyon Nahida, Navia, ezzel még bajok lesznek. Sztoria központ. Mindenkit, aki ismer.
Why are so many people here? And as for the judge... Huh? Where's Mr. Neuvillette?
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
Ő lesz a izé a végén? Most
Are
az
you sure you can
álomban?
stand behind me?
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Neuvillette is? And why I'm standing trial?
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow me to explain.
De hol van tényleg?
As all here know,
Jó, ez már egy álom, ez
you are
már
Master
fix.
Callus's successor, the head of the
Ez
Sphere
egy ilyen álomvilág lesz akkor.
someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us
Lehet
just
ezt
like
egy
the late
picit
Master Callus
skippelném
had.
most már,
If
mert...
anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rasula fought for the...
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. We are one big family. All of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. Therefore, this fair and on...
What are you
Ezt
saying?
már át kellett volna, mert nem bírom.
Everything you have said is correct. I
Nem
have
akarom
indeed done a
elskippelni
lot
a
for my
sztorit,
hometown, and I would be willing to be with
de
you now,
ez
but
így...
what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there
Érdekes,
to
de most már jobban
discuss?
érdekel, hogy mi történt velünk, hogy
well,
mi ez a...
That's what you think. Then I have no...
Jó, most...
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
No probléma.
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and
Na most
unanimous.
kezd
Let
érdekes
the
lenni.
court judge her now. She's guilty.
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied
Ja,
down by
őket is
anyone.
elragadta a
Indeed,
víz.
even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Her actions
Mondjuk
cannot
őket nem
serve
láttuk,
as
akkor
proof that she
ezért, mert őket is
identifies
elragadta.
herself as part of any group.
Jó,
She
látszik, hogy
merely
figyelek a
acted
sztorira.
as an individual, extending her hand to help others. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontainians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily, everything is
Sokat
measured.
pofázol.
Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent.
Sokat pofázol.
Should stay. We
And you would call this justice?
Most
Preposterous.
csak az a csáva.
You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to
defy our justice?
Mi a franc?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can
Ez ilyen
also
tükörvilágnak
have our own
számít?
justice.
Képzeletben van, vagy ez ilyen álomvilág?
Defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice.
Ugh, my head. It hurts.
Demoiselle,
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me.
Gyerünk, Navia. Vissza.
Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning.
Tudod, hogy az növület helye. A Hydro Dragon hely. Aki reinkarnált emberként. Nem tudom, miért fontos ez, gyerekek, de...
And Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
don't be afraid. And don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice.
Érdekes.
We are the will of all.
V-alakú
Don't
Venom
let them
lesz
escape.
mindjárt az
We
egész.
shall keep Navia here with us.
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to
Csak nem egy.
us.
Csak
After
nem
all
egy.
that happened, she should
De
not be
de.
left alone in
De
possession.
de.
What are you saying?
No more excuses.
He says we're jealous. Jealous.
Mindegyik ilyen
How could
pizi
she
cucc.
possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people? Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us. Miss Navia. She...
Silence.
Ennyi.
That's...
Ennyi. Növület.
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind or something?
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be
Aw.
our last goodbye.
Malus, Silver.
Egy pillanat is leszek. Mindig a technikai szünet. Na, visszajöttem. Tartani kellett egy kis
Quickly,
technikai szintet.
you must come now.
Goodbye.
Ne haragudjatok, de hoztam magam a kaját is.
Farewell.
Mit betört legalább meg Dézsmárom. Látsó van.
No, wait! Just a second!
Hey, Navia?
You're awake? Good.
Növlet.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial.
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could give you a hug.
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in.
Én is elég
When
akarok
I
lenni
arrived,
neki.
I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
What is it?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people you saw in your
Oceanid.
dream.
De ennyi oszcenit van itt Fonténban, pláne az ősben. Akkor kíváncsi vagyok, hogy mi van a Liuéval lévő Oszínnel. Annak is ilyen sztoria van? Szóval meghalnak, akkor a Fontének Oszévé változnak. Jó.
Please come with me.
Akkor miért itt hagyjuk a peremszélen, hogy vissza ne ugorjon?
Neverette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who's awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
Nézzünk rá csúnyán.
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewin. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head
De amúgy ez
nurse.
mekkora már, hogy Fonténnek is neki ne süllyedt
Well,
részei.
that is good. I have always worried that Sigewin would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I
Bocsánat.
have.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewin made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately. But I also hope that everything is going well in the fortress of Meropide.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then. So, Neverlet, you're probably quite
Local alive.
huh?
Yes, of course.
it going anywhere?
Igen, laggol.
Let's
Miért
try
laggol?
something else.
Váj, laggol!
How did you find these ruins? Did the knave tell you?
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave. We had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Jó, hát
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but
nem
we
tudom
got
eldönteni,
so
laggol
busy
vagy
with
nem
all those
laggol.
official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take
Most
very
megvárom,
long,
míg
and
ezt
who would have
megbeszéljük.
thought you'd wrap things up so
De Nolan meg
quickly?
kell csinálni a live-on.
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should
Hiba,
get
YouTube
going
nem
again.
érzik rövő stream.
Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Oh, right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Jó. Lehet, hogy streamet be kell fejezni. Akkor így kell befejezni a streamet? Jó, mert az így nem érzékeli elég videó. YouTube nem érzékeli elég videó ahhoz, hogy a stream-el is állandó zökönöstél. A nézők, puff. Mit tapasztaltak? Hát jó van. Jó van. Ezt lehet, hogy egy picit leállítom a live-ot, azt akkor újraindítom, azt hát kiderül mi a probléma.